Hi, my name's Dan Petrock. I'm your online Math 157 teacher this spring 2015. This is a picture of my family, and I thought I'd start with this just to introduce myself. I'm back here in the back. I'm in my 20th year of teaching, 10 years here at DMAC. Used to teach at Baxter High School and Johnston High School over 10 years ago. This is my wife Sarah. She's a CPA at Wellmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. This is my son Gavin. He's in 7th grade at Dallas Center Grimes. Kalen's in 5th grade at Dallas Center Elementary, and Jensen's in 2nd grade at the Grimes Elementary. Our family really enjoys traveling, hanging out, playing golf, running, just various sports. So that's my family, and I'm looking forward to seeing what your life is like and what you're into when we do your introductory discussion boards for the course. So I'm going to give you a brief tour of how to get in here and kind of what's expected to start with. And I just want to make sure you feel very comfortable to contact me if you have any questions, and just don't hesitate ever if you're having any issues. So just welcome, and very excited to teach this online section. In general, my online high school sections do very well, very high success rates, and very excited to be teaching it. So there'll be students from all over central Iowa taking this in various high schools, and there may be several at your high school that will be taking it as well. So my contact information is right here. So very quick, just in case for some reason you can't get into your other stuff, there it is, 964-6882, and my email is dgpetrock@dmac.edu. So if you want to get into Blackboard, let's go all the way out here to dmac.edu. You can see I've typed that in, and the easiest way to get here, I think, is to click Online Learning. We will be using DMAC email when I push some notifications out to you. So be aware that your webmail link is right here, also on the home page, right here where it says webmail. It's the same username and password for both. So if I click Online Learning and I say I'm going to hit click or access online courses, it's going to ask you to log in. Obviously I'm already logged in, and that will be your DMAC username and password. It's usually your first initial, middle initial, last name, and then the last 6 digits of your ID. So if you need help with that, you can contact tech support, and that's 965-7300, and that's in the syllabus that hopefully you'll have access to when I attach that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on our course here. I actually have kind of cross-listed both sections because there's about 35 students total, so I just combined you into one large section here in Blackboard. And we're going to start with, this is the announcements that pop up initially, and I'll be shooting out one every week for sure, if not more, kind of updating you what's expected. Right here is the syllabus, so you can download that right here. It's a PDF. And there's also, the course calendar is in there, but it's also here so you can quickly reference what we're doing every week. Weeks will go from Monday to Sunday, and homework for that week is usually due at midnight on Sunday night. So I really encourage you to get a head start on that. We'll be using online homework system for this. And then if we go into, let's just go right into our course content. It's laid out by chapters. Essentially each one of these is a test. There's a test over chapters 1 through 3, 4 through 6, 7 through 9. And then the comprehensive final includes some materials from 10 through 12. Obviously go here to the Start Here folder. There's a little message, a syllabus quiz I want you to take, and then a discussion board where you introduce yourself and attach a picture. After you've done the Start Here activities, out here in course content, chapters 1 through 3, we're going to just dive right in. Chapter 1 content, this will be typically what you would do. There's section videos to watch, interactive learning objects, the link to your homework, the link to your statistical software, which we use StatCrunch, and that may or may not be relevant to many things we're doing. Early in the course we don't use it that much, but I'm going to be allowing you to use this also on tests this semester. So you're going to make sure you're going to want to have access to a computer when you're taking your tests. And then there's a discussion board here, and this one's about experimental design. So pretty much every week your job is to go through the content within each folder, interact with each other on the discussion boards, and when you're doing your homework, I'm going to click on the homework right here. First time you click on this, it may ask you for an access code, which you should have gotten from your teacher. So if we click on one of these, there's the questions. You can try these as many times as you like until you get 100%. If you try to attempt these after the due date, it'll reduce your grade 50%. But obviously if you didn't do it, that's better than a 0. So you can redo questions as many as you want. So if I'm just going to show you one here. If I hit question 11, let's say here, and there's going to be some helps. It'll link you to the ebook. There might be a video. There's the textbook. It actually might say help me solve this. And it may have help me solve this or show me an example. If you hit show me an example, it won't change it. It'll just show you, it'll let you still try this one. If you say, if I click this help me solve this button, it'll show me step by step how to do this one. And then when I come back, it actually will change it a bit. So it's algorithmic in that it changes the question so everybody has somewhat unique questions. And if you ever want to ask me, you can hit this ask my instructor button and it shoots me an email with a link to this problem, and then you can tell me what's going on with it. So don't ever hesitate to use that. Use your textbook. If you click that, that pulls up the ebook and actually goes right to the part of the text that you're working on. So we use an ebook in this course, and so here it is, and you can page through it this way. I'll maximize that a little bit more, and you can read through it. A lot of these things are interactive and hyperlinked, so if there's a video or a trial problem in here, you can actually do them. And the first sections aren't as, it's more like reading and comprehension. And very quickly the course will go up into more problem solving, critical thinking, and things like that. So you got an ebook there. Another way, I think the homework is pretty self-explanatory. You'll get a feel for it here when you do it. I don't have the first due date until after MLK Day, which will be January 20th, and you'll see that on the syllabus. Then from then on, it's essentially every Sunday night at 11:59 the homework is due for that week. So I would encourage you to work ahead even if you can. All the units are open, and there's no reason why you can't go ahead and do these things. And also, the discussions are due on Sundays at 11:59 p.m. And if you don't get 100% on those, you can always, I'll give you feedback and you can redo those. And many times you're going to want to do yours and potentially comment on at least 2 others in your class. So that's kind of how the week goes. Videos, learning objects, homework, interacting around discussion boards, and then also many times if we go into course content, we have this FAQ discussion board. So I may post questions about homework here, or you can post questions you may have generally to me or the class. And I would encourage you to hit the subscribe button. So if anybody ever posts to the FAQ discussion board, shoots you an email, lets you know there's a question. And feel free to interact and answer questions for each other there as well. There will be proctored exams in this course, and there will be 3 exams in that final, all proctored. And I'll be communicating with your counselors or whoever your contact person is at your school about that. But it'll be your responsibility to make sure to know who that person is and schedule the time to do that somewhere in your school, and I give you a whole week to take it. So I'm going to go back here to the syllabus and look at the calendar. So for instance, this first week, Chapter 1, Week 2, Chapter 2, Week 3, Chapter 3, okay? And then we've got this Week 4, which really gives you the entire week to schedule when you're going to take it. Sometimes I allow up to 2 hours, so you may actually be able to split the test into 2 sections if you don't have as much time. Typically, students only take about 60 minutes to do them, but I do allow you extra time if needed. And then there's review materials online. I actually have all my old exams online for you to look at and practice with. So I really encourage you to, I try to force you to kind of get through all the content by that Sunday, like the 1st of February, so then you've got this whole week to review and do really well on this test, and then you can actually just start right into the next material. So I would encourage you to kind of, as much as you can, stay ahead of this schedule. Getting behind will be very difficult, and you're going to lose a lot of points in your homework because you only get half credit for anything that's turned in after these due dates, these Sunday due dates. So one last thing on course content, if I go into chapters 1, 2, and 3, textbook and review materials, there is a direct link to the ebook, and each folder has that. There's also some review videos in here, the tables and formula sheets we're going to use, and I've actually got, so here's sample tests and solutions. So here's tests from the last several semesters. Within those, I've got the test, a test with written out solutions, and a video going over all those solutions. So really encourage you to do that week of the exam to get ready for those tests. So I hope this video helps you get started. Really want to welcome you to the course, and really looking forward to interacting with you. I do have the capability to interact with you through in this tools area on WizIQ. Is this a virtual classroom we can launch, and I can have a virtual whiteboard. You can hear me and do things like that. I am in my office Monday and Tuesday late morning into afternoon, and then you can definitely set up separate times if you want some one-on-one tutoring or test review. So based on responses I'm getting from everyone, we might do this. So really excited to get started. Hope everything starts well, and again, welcome to the course.